Inspired by a vanilla perfume that retails for over $400, Dossier Perfumes created the new Gourmand Vanilla perfume, which is a statement fragrance. So today I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Hello, my name is Ellison, and on this channel I do perfume reviews, and I am trying to help you find the next best fragrance to add to your collection. So if that is something that you are interested in seeing more of, then I would highly suggest you hit that subscribe button down below just to stay in the loop with my future uploads. So today we are looking at the Gourmand Vanilla perfume from Dossier Perfumes. This is one of their newest perfume releases, and it is inspired by Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex perfume, which is a crowd pleaser. This is a very popular fragrance, and I mean, vanilla has been having a moment the last few years. People have been loving vanilla, people have been buying vanilla, people have been obsessed with vanilla. My stomach just growled because I love vanilla. But vanilla, I mean, I feel like vanilla is one of those fragrances where it's like pretty much everybody likes vanilla in some kind of fashion. It's a very simple, a very creamy, a very nice fragrance. If you're looking for something sweet but not too sweet, vanilla is a great option because it's naturally sweet, but it leans more towards the creamy side. So I feel like vanilla, I mean, it is just a classic. It is a classic. Just like vanilla yogurt is a classic, vanilla perfume is a classic. So we are going to go ahead and take a look at the Gourmand Vanilla perfume. So spray it on my card here. Oh, wow. Okay, so fragrance notes. So our top notes are almond, ginger, and milky accord. Our middle notes are coconut, ylang, jasmine, and orange flower, not orange blossom, orange flower. And base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, caramel, and tonka bean. So once again, there's a lot of fragrance notes in this perfume. And when I smell this perfume, first of all, I mean, it smells like a vanilla bean. That's what it smells like to me, is just a vanilla bean mixed with, I can still smell some of like the spiciness of the ginger. I feel like that's what I'm getting, like sort of this nutty spiciness of like the almond, the ginger. Ylang sort of has a tanginess about it. Yeah, and then it's blended with some of these florals like jasmine, orange flower. I feel like the coconut really adds a character to it. I mean, coconut's another crowd pleaser. People love coconut. But yes, when I smell it, it smells like sort of a spicy twist, like a spiced twist of vanilla, because it's not one of those, it's not one of those vanillas where it's like, oh yeah, like vanilla, sweet vanilla, or vanilla, like, it's not a powdery vanilla fragrance. I think that that's a normal with vanilla perfumes, is that it's sort of powdery and it sort of gives you like a grandma vibe. And so I think that that's sort of why a lot of people for a long time, it was like no vanilla. I feel like vanilla for a long time was sort of pegged as an old lady fragrance, but it's definitely made a comeback, and I think that people are doing really interesting things with vanilla. And I think that there's like, that's what is happening here, is that, I mean, we are blending vanilla. Vanilla is a base note. It's not even a top note. Vanilla is a base note. And, you know, you're blending it with a lot of different fragrance notes. I mean, I feel like vanilla is, I mean, it's vanilla, right? I mean, vanilla is the most basic fragrance ever, but you're blending it with all of these different kinds of fragrance notes, like the ylang, like the florals, like almond, ginger. I mean, you're blending it with a lot of different fragrance notes in order to make it something really interesting. And so that's sort of, that's like how we, that's how I would classify this perfume, is that it's vanilla. It's vanilla, but there's something interesting about it. It's got like that spiced, sort of nutty tang about it that really makes it interesting. So yes, very nice, very nice. It was not what I was expecting. Honestly, it was not what I was expecting. When people say vanilla, I expect to just smell vanilla. And when people say gourmand vanilla, I'm expecting like, okay, this is vanilla cake, or this is, vanilla ice cream or marshmallow, or right? Like that's what I'm envisioning when I hear somebody say vanilla. But this, I mean, this is a very interesting twist about vanilla. So this has a 20% concentration. So like I've said in previous videos, 20% is on the high end of concentrations. You know, when you're talking about a perfume concentration, 15 to 20%, that's a nice perfume. And 20% basically means that 20% of this bottle is fragrance oils. And so this is a very potent fragrance. Now, as far as wear time goes, I think this was a very interesting one for me because I could smell it all day, but it was not in that super obvious kind of way. You know, there are certain perfumes where it's like I smell it all day and it's like whoosh, right? And it's like attacking you with fragrance. Like, I love it. I love to be attacked by fragrance. But this, it was definitely one of those softer perfumes. It was definitely one of those perfumes where it's like, yeah, I'm here, but you know, I'm not making a big deal over it. Yeah, I'm here and I'm still smelling and you can still, like, you still know I'm here, but I am gentle, I'm subtle, I'm soft. And so I felt like this perfume, it was a very nice, cozy kind of feeling about the perfume as I wore it. Again, I could smell it all day, but it definitely leaned more towards the subtle end of the spectrum. So if you're looking for like a super loud, super like big, bold, beautiful kind of gourmand vanilla perfume, that's not this. That's not really this. This is definitely your fragrance if you're like, I'm looking for a vanilla perfume that it's interesting, it's different, it's unique, but I'm not looking for, you know, one of those really overwhelming gourmands that are so popular right now, and I love them. But this is definitely that I'm looking for a gentle, unique vanilla perfume. That's what this is. Love it. I mean, a beautiful vanilla fragrance, a beautiful vanilla fragrance. So as far as where I'd wear this to, this for me is not your special event kind of perfume. And I mean, I would even go as far as saying this isn't necessarily the kind of perfume that I would wear on a regular basis to, you know, like the office or running errands. This perfume for me screams like I'm having a cozy day. This perfume is, I mean, the definition for me of I'm snuggled in. Maybe you're having a girls' day in, and so you want to have a perfume, you want to have some kind of, right? Like that's sort of what this screams to me, is relaxed, is cozy, is casual. And so, yes, so this perfume, I mean, it's beautiful, but yeah, it's definitely not your special occasion perfume. It's definitely not your, in my opinion, it's not your professional perfume. It's not a perfume where it's like, oh, this is me and my perfume. It's not a perfume that necessarily packages you a certain way. This is definitely a perfume where it's like, this is for me and my enjoyment, and, you know, I'm having a cozy day and I want to smell incredible. I want to smell really cozy and comfy. And so that is what this perfume is for me. And also, I would have to say that I would definitely reserve it for cold weather, because I mean, it is a warmer fragrance. It's the warmer side of vanilla. I definitely think there are vanillas out there that are perfect for summer, but this one in particular, I really do feel like this is a cool weather vanilla perfume, just because it has a lot of warm fragrance notes and it has sort of that nutty, deeper twist to it. While it is subtle, it is deeper. So those are my thoughts on the Gourmand Vanilla perfume, a gorgeous fragrance, especially if you are looking for, like I said, an interesting twist to vanilla. Also, if you're looking for a perfume where it's like, I sort of want to like test out how, you know, the Tom Ford perfume might behave on me, because listen, Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex perfume, it retails for $405. I mean, I don't know who you are, but I know who I am. And $405 is a lot of money for a perfume. So for me, before I invested in that, I'm not saying that I would never invest in that, but what I'm saying is that I want to know what it's going to do on my skin and how it's going to behave before I invest that money. And so whether that's buying a tester of that, or if you want to invest in this bottle of perfume and really like wrap your mind around it and experience it and have it for a while, you know, I think that that's really a beautiful thing about Dossier Perfumes, is that it's like I can have a perfume and I can really get to grips with it. I can really get to grips with, this is how the perfume acts on my skin. I can really see, you know, oh, how often am I reaching for this perfume? You know, is this perfume is a perfume like this, something that I am drawn towards and that I naturally want to use. And so for me, this perfume, Dossier Perfumes, that is a great way. It is a great way to experience different genres, I'm gonna say, of perfumes, different kinds of fragrances, and really get your head wrapped around what perfumes and what fragrances you love. But you're not purchasing cheap, badly, poor quality perfumes. These perfumes are very well crafted, very well designed. They last, they are nice perfumes, nice fragrances. And so I really feel like when you are purchasing these perfumes, when you are using these fragrances, what you are getting is a really high quality perfume for a lower price tag. And if you are purchasing it for the reason of testing out, right, like how you might feel about the perfume it's inspired by, I feel like that is a really beautiful way to do that. So that's my little spiel. If you are interested in purchasing the Gourmand Vanilla perfume for yourself, then I will definitely link that down below for you, just so you can, check it out, do your own investigation, do your own, thinking and thoughts and decision making there to just decide if you would like to purchase the Gourmand Vanilla perfume. I am getting tongue-tied today. This perfume does retail for $49 on the Dossier website. So, it's a really nice perfume. It's a high concentration perfume. And so I really do think that it is worth $49. I feel like this perfume is worth a lot more just because it is a very well designed fragrance and it's unique and it's different. So definitely check that out. If you are interested in checking out another Tom Ford inspired perfume from Dossier, I would highly suggest you watch this video right here. This is my review of the Dossier Perfumes Ambery Peach perfume, which is their impression of the Tom Ford Bitter Peach fragrance. So if you are sort of like, man, I really want to understand Tom Ford, right? Then definitely check that one out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you oh so very much. And until we meet again, so long.